This video is brought to you by threadbot.net. Enter in the code OhMyCOD to get 10% off your entire order. Oh my God, that's a great deal. Hello and welcome to Battlefield 1 Beta. The Magic's back. Magic Johnson doesn't have AIDS anymore or something. Yeah, no, those are the kinds of intros you get in the early morning audio recordings. But yes, the Battlefield 1 beta is going, and I played it. I played it when there wasn't anybody on in the beginning, because when it was a little bit more closed. And this one actually is when it is open. I would have gotten you a video earlier, but you know, evident of it being a beta, there I was, even though I was like leveling, like I think I got to like level something, oh I don't know, 20 in before it was fully open, and I couldn't, I was locked out of changing my loadouts, which is real strange. And it's also kind of funny that it was it was like that too. I think it wasn't the only thing that was glitched. Well, I was locked out of my loadouts in the game. I found out through a little reading that you could do it through the website. Yeah, good shot, Maddie. So I did. So I recorded a newer one, which is this, because it's a little bit later, and I had different weapons, and I thought that would be important rather than just being like level 20 and only you know, no loadouts. Oh, these are some how that tree fucking protected the shit out of that guy. Oh, run over him. Nope. Anyhow, so this is 20 minutes of the conquest on Sinai Desert. So this is the 32 on 32, and it's I gotta say, I've only played by myself, really, except like one time I got in with Kovic and those guys just because I was trying to get into a fucking game, and so joining a game already in progress was the only way to do it. But I gotta say, I think this is the best Battlefield experience I've had since Bad Company 2, which is high praise because I played the shit out of Bad Company 2, like a lot. And it's just, there's something about it. It feels really good. Like there's a definitely very rock paper scissors kind of thing to it that I just feel like it's got kind of that that sort of mojo. That was the core of what I really liked about Bad Company 2. Well, that and also the destructibility, and we'll talk more about that because I have 20 minutes to go. But yeah, one of the things that I really liked about Bad Company 2 was that each class actually was a good counter to another class. So I did, yes, full disclosure, I did play mostly as engineer in Bad Company 2 because anti-armor was sort of one of the kind of things that stuff sort of hinged around most. And you can tell that it definitely is that in this as well. Like a lot of people in the beginning of this sort of beta were saying, "Oh man, tanks are overpowered," and and that you know, that needs to be balanced out. And I think tanks definitely are a little bit more powered right now, but I think that's actually not quite as much a fault of the game design, but the bug that I just mentioned earlier, because you know, people aren't able to switch out their loadouts because there are a lot in the assault class. You are able to unlock a sort of anti-tank launcher. Oh, this is a great shot. Watch this. Bada bing! Tanks are not OP. Anyhow. But basically, you're able to unlock an anti-tank launcher that is very helpful, and can do a lot to take out tanks. So I think the fact that people were kind of locked out of that, and it's sort of because of this bug, or you know, not on. I was like, what the fuck was that? That was just particles. was a contributing factor to a lot of people having problems dealing with tanks. But then just the other fact of, people getting used to how to maneuver around tanks, learning the maps, which ways are the best to deal with them and whatnot is I think a real is just kind of like part of the learning curve. And then actually one of the other things too that, oh, this is good. Line them up. Boom. It knocked them into space. One of the other things that's, I think, and maybe not quite as much a game design like fairness issue is that in sort of this World War I kind of place, the tank was just a really a brand new thing on the battlefield. Oh, I wanted to hit him so bad. I don't know why that didn't. And so it was sort of a shift in strategy and tactics and things like that. So it does make sort of, I don't want to say historical sense, but I mean it is kind of a thematic thing that they would make tanks maybe a little bit more powerful. Now for gameplay balance and whatnot, I don't know if that's for sure everything that you want to do, and who knows what they're gonna change once it actually gets fully released this holiday season. So yeah, going forward, so back to kind of the magic and sort of one of the core things that I loved about Bad Company 2 was the destructibility, and to a certain extent, it does seem like they've maybe added a bit more of a destructibility. However, this map isn't the best probably showcase for that. Because it's so much of it is so open, and I also, going back to tanks, think that's why maybe this map is like will lend people to think that tanks are overpowered. Yeah, next to the top. Speaking of top and scores and things like that, this game also does, at least from what I can tell. Oh, you knocked me over, you son of a bitch. It's okay. Tank is fine. This game, at least from what I can tell, does a good job of rewarding players for playing the objective. As you'll see at the end of this, I have a relatively low, I'm not going for kills. Oh, I want to hit this guy so bad, it just fucking tickled his little taint right there. But as you can see, I have a relatively, I'll have a relatively low kill score and kill death, but I spend most of my time trying to let my teammates know where to go and capturing points, and getting defensive. When I do get kills, as you can see, they are on the point, though I'm getting a kill streak bonus, which does help out a little bit. Oh, get fucked. Boom. So good. And you can see the tank has, instead of like so now here's where you can kind of see, I'll talk about the tank weapons going forward, but here's where you can kind of see where some of the pseudo destructibility is, where I am able to put holes in walls, and if a guy is next to a wall, you can just kind of fucking blow it up and fuck him in the butt. I think that, yeah, those sandbags, nice shots on the sandbags. Boom! I don't know how that didn't hit him.
We have taken objective Duff.
Either of those. It will, if you shoot a wall, it will hurt a guy if he's next to the wall, potentially killing him. But the thing is, these buildings don't, I at least have not seen them. I do miss the kind of fully destruct. There you go. That's the thing where I fuck them up with the shit. But yeah, I haven't seen the weapon, the buildings fully destruct yet. Porky Pig's there a little bit. So I mean, I don't, it's not quite the exact same scale and total levolution that was there in Bad Company 2. I think he C4'd me or dynamited me. So now I'm gonna play. I'm like, oh, you can see I can't spawn into anything, so I'm gonna be a good soldier. Nope, incorrect. Spawned into a tanky type, or no, that was an armored car. So yeah, you know, the buildings don't quite fall apart at the same magnitude that oh, that's a little glitch. So now here's the one thing that I do feel like is kind of interesting. At least I haven't gotten used to it yet. Is the hand weapon sort of now I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let him do this, and you'll see this right here. The fucking aiming and on this is like super bad. Just the worst. The fucking the recoil is just out of control on these, and so you really need to be like 5 feet away for it to actually work. I'm still learning how how this works, because I am very, very horrible on it, which I guess again is historically accurate, but with these big wide open maps, it makes it hard for someone when you're sort of done up like an assault to really be effective. That being said, the medic gun is at least default start gun is pretty good. Accuracy, you definitely get that bullet drop though that you got to learn how to work around and work against. Another interesting thing though is that your main weapon can actually, if you're in close enough, is that a bad guy? That was a bad guy. Matt, shoot that guy. I guess not. Your main weapon, if in close enough, can actually do significant damage to the planes. And the planes are interesting because now you don't have... Planes can't quite as much fill fully an anti-air purpose as they used to, because there aren't any, you know, helicopters or anything. I mean, I think I saw that there were going to be added balloons into it, which would be an interesting sort of mobile fight sort of station, MG platform and things like that. So all the planes have to have sort of some component of shooting onto the ground and fucking up shit on the ground. The bombers, while they can lay the most stuff down, yeah, I killed a guy. While bombers can do a lot to sort of lay down suppressive fire onto the ground. I mean, come on, look at that. I hit him for 12. Can do a lot to sort of lay down suppressive fire on the ground. It's really hard for them to lay down, or I guess what I would say is, oh, and there's the anti-can't. I was like, I'm gonna fuck up that wall. No, it's really hard for them to maneuver into place to actually do that and hit anything other than maybe really, really slow armor. There's like a heavy armor that doesn't really maneuver that well, and then there's also a this thing called, oh god, this is bad. I'm like, get up. Why can't just fucking climb over then? Nope. Okay, now I'm dead because of that. But yeah, there's thanks. Anyhow, as I was saying, oh yeah, bombers. So bombers can lay down a lot of that, but they're not very maneuverable. And then there's sort of an attack plane that can do both. They can lay down some pretty good medium fire down on the ground, but they can also be pretty good anti-air. And then there's a little bit more of an anti-air one. I haven't, to be honest, I'm really horrible at planes, so I haven't used them enough. Yeah. So then there's mounted cavalry units, which are really interesting because they actually can soak up a crazy amount of damage, because for the most part they mostly hit the horse when people are aiming at you, and this will not be a good, because yep, here's an armored car and he fucks shit up, and I'm like, nope, time to run away. Hopefully he didn't see me, which he did. And so you can see the horse actually ends up taking a lot of the damage, but I get off, and I'm like, nope, fuck this. I'm going to heal up a little bit. Hopefully he won't see me and come back to E. But, yeah, cavalry does actually crazy damage. Like, the sword just fucking destroys, immediately kills guys on foot. I'm like, nope, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Great. All right, heading over to E. Everything's fantastic. Not really. Someone's shooting at me again. Oh well, rip in peace. I'm like, this is where I'm like, maybe I'll stand over my health and not die. So hard, like fucking impossible. I got the hint that it was. Oh, hit him once in the body. Get a lot of these kinds of duels. Hip fire's not the best with it. I tried to anticipate. But as you can see, even though I'm not necessarily cleaning up that much, and yeah, don't you dare teabag me. But you can see, even though I'm not going like totally kill death or whatever, I still have a pretty good score because I've been going after points, defending points, recapturing them. There's the fucking train. So I will say though, by this point, with 3 minutes left, and us being up by 50, there's pretty much not any way that the other team is gonna win. They'd have to get like a 5 cap. So here I am shooting at a train. I've yet to get into a train. I've yet to have a team that spawns on the train, so I don't know much about it, but I think it is sort of a catch-up mechanic, because the train by itself can pretty much capture A. You can see we got 3-4 people on it, and we're still not doing anything, and this is me just trying to hit someone. It's impossible, and then I believe I get fucked up real quick there. But yeah, the train can sit on A and lay fire down against B right there, and there's almost nothing you can do about it. And I'm like, oh, at this point, give me that light tank. Fortunately, we've been able to hold down F and G, so it's you know. So basically now at this point, all we really need to do is I'm gonna just like keep them distracted at A, and we've won. So I mean, the kind of catch-up mechanic maybe needs to be a little bit stronger, or I don't know, maybe they just aren't, a team hasn't used it well enough yet to, or figured out how to coordinate in order to make that sort of train catch-up mechanic actually be worth anything. You can see a big bomber coming over there, and I'm like, oh, nope, need to lead it a little more. Go, so close. That's one of the simple pleasures in life, is hitting a plane with your tank main gun. So now I am coming to try to help get him over that. Yeah, there you go. Praying that they try to go for that armored car. And then the leather fire king is just about dead. But I'm basically doing what I can to try to keep him honest. Almost got them all. That hit right in front of him. And then, of course, you get the cool battlefield, hey, shit is dramatic noise. But now you can see what happens when you get a bunch of guys coming after you, but they don't have the new upgrades. I'm pretty survivable because it's 4 of them. Oh, and you can see I can drop little stuff to help out guys here. But yeah, they're all running after me. I'm trying to repair a little bit. Nope, you're not able to do that. You stay away. I hit him for 39. Drop some armor. Nope. Everything is great. So either way, there you go. Battlefield Bad Company 3? No, not quite. Definitely more in the main series sort of line, but so far the bones of it are great. I can't wait to play more maps with more buildings, a little bit more, you know, close-in combat. An armor kill type thing would be great. But either way, I'm super optimistic about this game. It's looking great. It's feeling great. I can't wait to play with some friends. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.